WikiLeaks supporters gathered outside the Ecuadorian embassy in London on 8 October to mark the 12th birthday of the publishing company and demand freedom for its founder, Julian Assange.
It's been 12 years since the inception of WikiLeaks. Julian Assange has been incarcerated, without charge for 6 years. He can't leave the embassy. He's done nothing wrong except publish the facts and to try to educate people on the whole to take more responsibility, moral that is. Well, I think that it's hard to respect the British government when they're not respecting international law and even their own local laws. Julian Assange hasn't been charged with anything, and yet they threaten to arrest him over bail conditions, but the charge was dropped. The so-called allegation of the charge was dropped by the Swedes. So it's a really quite a striking case and a disturbing case when you have the authorities here who have no good reason to want to imprison Assange and making up pretexts.
Supporters shared birthday cake and sang songs outside the embassy where WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has been living since 2012.
Today we're celebrating and commemorating 12 years since the birthday of WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks as a publishing organization has given the world a tremendous library of knowledge about how public life is conducted behind closed doors. It's extremely important, and today we commemorate the birthday of WikiLeaks. We should be celebrating, but at the same time it's a very somber occasion, because we know that since March of this year Julian Assange has been ineffective incommunicado inside the embassy of Ecuador opposite. So we're very concerned about his welfare. Support internationally, grassroots support has been growing and growing. Unity for J is a movement that everybody should look up to and follow to try to organize at local level support for Julian Assange and WikiLeaks.
Assange has since been granted Ecuadorian citizenship. His communication with the outside world was cut off in March 2018.
Since 2012, he's been granted political asylum, but the UK government does not recognize his political asylum. It does not recognize and grant safe passage so he can leave the embassy in safety. All these years he's been inside a very small embassy without access to proper medical care, without access to sunlight, and his human rights have been trampled upon again and again over a long period of time. We are extremely concerned, particularly since March, when he has not been able to communicate with his friends, family and associates, but his visits are limited to his legal team. It's extraordinary that we are experiencing this in the heart of London.